Growing up, I remember my father coming in after a long day of working hard outside, only to complain for what felt like centuries about what he could have been doing with the time he had spent mowing our lawn. Keeping our lawn mowed and taken care of was one of the worst chores in my household, and I grew to detest it. And I grew to detest the aesthetic of our lawn even more. The plain grass lawn seemed to cry out for some sort of break in the monotony of looking like every other single grass lawn on the street. So I sought out a solution. In trying to find a solution to the plain grass lawn that I detested so much, I stumbled across biodiverse lawns. And in doing so, I learned how horrible plain grass lawns truly are for our environment. And I learned how beneficial biodiverse lawns can be for our personal lives and the environment. Maintaining manicured lawns damages the environment, hurts our wallets, and steals away our precious free time. Adam Selhorst from the Environmental Management explains that the use of extensive mowing and chemical applications to ensure proper health and aesthetic beauty of lawns is responsible for emitting a significant amount of carbon into the atmosphere. But these mowing practices aren't the only pollute not only pollute our environment, they also take away our natural resources. Jose Marin also stresses that urban lawns demand high amounts of water, and no technique has been designed for this issue. These natural resources are not the only thing that our lawns are stealing from us, though. Maintaining a perfect lawn can require monthly to weekly mowing, landscaping, and fertilization, all of which can seem to take millions of hours of care and what seems to add up to millions of dollars. But this is no coincidence. Green lawns have long been a symbol of status, with their symbolism dating long back to medieval times. Kings and queens would keep large, extensive, plain, short green grass lawns in order to keep an eye on their property for any invading or imposing enemies that might try to come and attack them. This status symbol traveled down into the lower class to show that whoever kept the largest green grass lawn didn't have to grow extra crops to maintain extra income. This somehow traveled down into American society as a symbol of wealth. If someone doesn't have a well manicured lawn today, they're often still looked down upon as trashy or poor. This symbol is so pervasive, in fact, that in some suburbs there are still homeowners associations that can fine their neighbors for not keeping their grass manicured to their liking, which can even be down to a certain inch length that they like it to be trimmed to. This prioritization of image over necessity has led the problem of lacking biodiversity to get out of hand as urbanization spreads throughout the world. Implementing biodiversity into one's lawn care can help positively impact the environment, improve aesthetics, as well as, as lessen the taking up of personal resources. Biodiverse lawns can be as colorful and elaborate as you'd like, ranging from cactus gardens to moss landscapes. Biodiverse lawns made up of native flora can better withstand weather conditions such as drought, high heat, or freezing temperatures better than their store-bought seedgrass counterparts. Higher tolerance to drought and being equipped to deal with native temperatures can help them overall lessen their polluting qualities by not needing as much management or fertilization or water. Urban forestry tells us that with an equivalent level of ground coverage, increased plant diversity, and a reduced need for mowing, the grass-free lawn can be seen as a species diverse, lower input, and potentially highly ornamental alternative to the traditional lawn format. Implementing a biodiverse lawn is one of the easiest, most self-sustaining ways to help the environment. Even if you personally don't have a lawn yourself, suggesting simple biodiverse ways to improve someone's lawn to your friend can help, such as suggesting they plant a few flowers around their property, or advocating for biodiverse areas in public spaces such as courthouses or schoolyards. Our Earth is the only one we're ever going to get. And in turn, we need to be able to put in the work that's necessary to take care of it. But our homes are something we should also be able to take pride in. This shouldn't cost us an extensive amount of money or an extensive amount of time to do so. Biodiverse lawns can seem like a daunting way to take care of the earth, but biodiversity can be as simple as planting a strip of wildflowers around your existing lawn, or planting native trees where once there was just bare grass. If you implement a biodiverse lawn into your home's landscape, it will not only help you save time and money, it can also help you save the planet. Biodiversity around the world is slowly dying, and if we don't work to save it now, we may lose many of the resources that we have grown to hold dear. But no matter how you go about it, whether you start small with wildflowers or go big with full out landscaping, biodiversity is the first step in taking your personal and environmental lives from bad to great to better.